So I've seen this question several times, and I think it is very much worth a discussion. Now that the doors have been swung wide open on spot, crypto, ETFs, what is the likelihood of us getting a spot SHIB ETF, and when might we see that? Now, I want people to realize how long it took to get to this point where we actually had a spot Bitcoin ETF approval. It was years and years and years of pushback and fighting and clawing and scratching to try to get these first approvals through. And it's great that we finally got it, right? The door is now wide open in that regard. But it is going to likely take some time for us to get other assets approved. Yes, it's now been made easier, but you have to understand we go through extreme regulatory scrutiny in order to get to that point in the first place. Now, I will say this, when it comes to SHIB, all the makings for a good investment product are there. Okay. And this is not financial advice. When we look at what SHIB is, it's decentralized, it's a renowned smart contract, there's no admin keys. The things that you need to see and would like to see for one of these spot ETFs, they're there for SHIB. So that's a good sign, right? Now, and that I think is a big reason why SHIB hasn't fallen under the same kind of, pushback as some other assets have in the space. Remember when the SEC has gone through some of their court cases and their filings, right? They haven't named SHIB as an unregistered security in any of these. And I think that the decentralization when it comes to SHIB is a big deal in that regard. Now, it's a little bit different from Bitcoin because obviously Bitcoin is a network. SHIB is just an ERC20, but that's besides the point. I'm not sure that really matters when it comes to these spot ETFs. Now, what we need to know is that it may be a while before SHIB gets a spot ETF. And the big reason for that is you need time in the market. Remember, Bitcoin has 15, now 16 years of history to back up what it's doing. SHIB has 3. I think we need to go through this bull market cycle. I think we need to get into the next bear market cycle. We need to show more staying power. We need to show more interest before we start to see things like a spot SHIB ETF. Now, I will say, I believe it's something that can and likely will come down the line. We know that now there is the likelihood of Ethereum spot ETFs coming down the road here. We know that there's probably things like an ADA spot ETF. Remember, institutional investors want more. They want to diversify their portfolio. They want to keep leaching out and try to make as much gains and returns as they can. Something like SHIB is obviously a lot more volatile of an asset than something like BTC. And that's where they're going to realize there is benefit, right? They have less speculative assets and there's more speculative assets. And right now, SHIB is one of those. Now, what's cool though, is that SHIB again is set up well. It's got big optics. It's deflationary. The things that again make it a good investment product is a reason why I think there will be a push at some point for a SHIB spot ETF. But it's important that people just manage their expectations, right? It's going to, again, take multiple market cycles to get to that point. Could it come next market cycle? Sure. We'll obviously just have to wait and see how further spot ETFs progress. I think the Ethereum one is the next big one. That's going to be the big push. XRP, I think we would get an XRP ETF around the time of a SHIB spot ETF just because of the regulatory battle with the SEC. But just, it's all about being patient. All right. SHIB is going to do what it's going to do regardless. It's again got big optics. It's getting bought up by whales. There's a lot of excitement around SHIB. It may not look like it right now just because of the price isn't really moving a whole lot, but that's just what it is. That's a circumstance of the current market. All right. So yes, I think one's coming. I think it's going to take time. I think it's going to take multiple years, maybe multiple cycles to get to that point. But by that point, SHIB will have huge staying power. And I think that's beneficial for really anyone that's looking at SHIB. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Let me know your thoughts, but have a great day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.